Welcome to day 23, and we're going to just finish off this fire. So I've pulled off a length of brown wool and split that slither into about a quarter of it. So I've just pulled off quite a thin strand. We're going to make some little logs to go on the fire. So I'm going to start making these fibres bind together. So a little bit of poking on the mat, but quite a lot of rubbing with my fingers, between my fingers to start binding it together. And then I'm just turning over the ends to strengthen those up. Just tucking in the fibres each end, because it's always very wispy on the end. And then I'm going to do an awful lot of rubbing between my fingers, my hands, and stabbing on the mat, because it takes a little while to get this to bond together. You haven't got many fibres here, so it takes a bit of work to actually get it to get nice and firm. So I haven't sped this first one up just to show you how long I spend doing this. So rubbing between my fingers, so the friction and the heat between your fingers works. And also between the palms of your hand, rubbing it really hard so you can feel the warmth. And that'll start getting it much firmer. So a combination of all three of these, poking on the mat, remembering to keep lifting it up so it doesn't get stuck down. And I really do spend quite a bit of time because I want this to be quite strong, because we're going to be cutting this, so it needs to really withhold its shape. And we should be there. One more firm rub. And you'll see when I hold it up, it's really holding itself, it's holding its shape, it's not bending, it looks firm enough to me. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside and I'm going to make one more of those. So pulling off about a quarter of that slither of brown wool, and then I'll speed through the second one. Okay, that one's ready to go as well now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut them down into small pieces. And you really do want to make them quite small to keep it all in proportion. We don't want the sticks sticking out too far. So cut them into nice tiny little chunks. You can see, because we're cutting them so small, that's why I wanted to make that first shape quite firm, just so that these pieces will hold together. So what I'm going to be pushing them into is that gap, like we did with the fire, in between where the candle and the brown surround is. So I'm just poking the fibres in there. And this is quite fiddly, these bits are quite small, so just take your time. This first one goes in quite easily, but the second one, as I put this in, you'll see the fibres a little bit softer where I've cut this end, and they don't go in quite so quickly. So just be patient and just keep poking them in, it will take. There we go, and that one's going in now. Took a little while, but we got there. And you're just going to repeat that going around and put in as many logs as you want on your fire. And here we go, that's your fireplace all finished. Looking lovely and cosy, so I'll see you tomorrow for Christmas Eve.